Hello everyone, we are the Group H of Best IT3A. This is our presentation in the game we made based on the activity that been posted to our LMS. We have here the game named Red Alert. The goal of the game is that the player needs to click the red one of the star among the other stars. If you click the red one, it will go to the next level, but if you click the other color, the game will automatically game over. Before we go to the code, we need to download first the images that will be used to the game. So I have already the downloaded file of the game or the images. Okay, let's proceed to the game. We have here the import PGC run at the first line to start the whole game. The import random will import the random module, while at the bottom of it is font color is equals to 255, 255 and 255. This sets the font color of the message that is displayed at the end of the game. Now let's define the size of the game window. Width is equals to 800, height is equals to 600. The final level is equals to 6. This defines the numbers of levels in the game. And in start speed is equals to 10. This sets the speed at which the stars move down the screen. And lastly, the line colors is equals to green and blue. These lines sets the color of stars that should not be clicked. This code game over is equals to false. Game complete is equals to false. These variables will keep track of if the game is over or not. And in current level is equals to 1. This variable will keep track of what level the player is on. This list will keep track of the stars on the screen. We use the draw function to add some stars and display messages on the screen. These are the global variables used in this function. And this screen blit space and 0 and 0. This adds a background image to the game window. When the game is over or complete, this display message game over. This block displays the relevant message on the screen. And this block draws the star on the screen. The update function next to check if there are any stars in the stars list. This if len stars is equals to 0. This checks if any stars have been created yet. And in stars equals to make stars current level. If the stars list is empty, this function is called.
The next one is the makeStar function. This is used to call some of other functions in the game. It calls createStar function. This function uses the list of colors as a parameter and creates actor for each star. Also, it calls layoutStar function. These functions put the stars in the right position on the screen. And last one is the animateStar function. This function makes the star move down the screen. Another one is getColors to create function. This game uses red, blue, and green stars. First, create a list containing a string for the color red, and then assign this list to the variable color to create function. The list starts with red because you always need one, and only one red star to appear. To add green and blue star, you'll use the parameter number of extra star function to loop through the code, randomly adding either green or blue to the list of colors. The next one is create new star function. This starts by making an empty list called new star function. Then loop over the color in the color to create function list. With each loop, the code will create a new star action for the current color and add it to the new star list. The next one is the layout star function. This places all the stars in the right position. This needs to work out the numbers of gaps you need between the stars. These numbers will be one more than the numbers of stars on the screen. These codes calculate the number of gaps on the screen, divides the width of the screen by the numbers of gaps, also shuffles the position of the stars along the x-axis, and set the position of the current star along the x-axis by multiplying the position of the stars in the list by the size of the gap. The next one is the animate star function. This block of code used to move each star down the screen. This code also have to define the duration of the animation, so the stars move faster as the level progress. This code set the star anchor to the bottom, so the animation stops as soon as the star reaches the bottom of the screen.
Another function we use is the handle game over function. This function will end the game if the player makes a mistake. Then we use a function that allows the user to interact with the game. This function is called whenever the player clicks the mouse. Inside this function, we use the collide point function to check if the player has clicked on a star. If not, call the handle game over function. Another function for this game is the red star click. This function stops the animation of the current set of stars on the screen and moves the game to the next level every time red star is being clicked. It also checks if the final stage is completed. If yes, then game completed is equals to true. This stop animation function is invoked inside the red star click. Last function is the display message. This function displays the message we wrote earlier in the draw function. Now, let's play Red Alert game.